so I'll be able to stream for a little bit. Let me see if I can. I have to use my other phone to share this link. But if I have to end it, then we'll just pick up tomorrow. Because I want to make a necklace that is like a protection thing or whatever, paired with some other stuff. So it's going to be multi-stone. It'll have red andesite, labradorite, and possibly some blue stones like kyanite or something like that, and some obsidian. But I have to get my link shared real quick, and then I'll get my silver and stuff together. Oh boy, it took the cover photo and my eyes are closed. Ain't that graceful? Share. Facebook. I'm going to share it from my personal YouTube account, which is Lovely Spirit. So it's just my personal YouTube account instead of my business one. But I just have one account now because it gets too confusing when there's like two of them. Like I do research and stuff on the other one. Anyways, so I'm going to say, oh boy, it took my cover photo with my eyes closed. LOL. And some symbols. So I'm just making a necklace right now. So we've got to get the metals together. And to do that, I've got this box it's a well-worn box because I keep a lot of my silver in here because it doesn't tarnish. If you leave it out, it tarnishes. So unless you want that effect, then don't leave it out. Just keep it in the box that Rio or whoever you get your metals from. Where is it? There's kids outside and she's barking at them. So this is what's in my box. And I've got some gold and stuff in here. And you cannot buy like gold to make jewelry with unless you have an EIN number. So I learned that when I first within the first year of doing online business. You can buy gold filled, I think, but not 14 karat gold filled. Is after a certain carat you can't buy it without an EIN number, which is it's just like a social security number for your business and a place to claim taxes, I guess. So you have to claim taxes in 4 different places in Kentucky. You have to claim through Team Kentucky state tax, then through the Secretary of the State, and then through Jackson Hewitt or wherever you use, and then through Etsy. And if you don't make $20,000, you can't claim that money. It just sits there. What are they doing with it? I mean, my customers, we pay taxes for the tutorials and jewelry I sell. It's just like a grocery store. No, I didn't know that I had to turn it into all 3 of them places. So we're going to need some 24 gauge half round wire. Now I got this at Rio Grande. It is 9.925 or 999 silver, something like that. This did tarnish just a little. It's been 4 months since I got my silver out. Because I used scrap silver in the last tutorial just to get it used up. This is 28 gauge. We don't need that one because I have 30 gauge. Actually, we could use that. It's 28 gauge half round, but for round, I don't know which one that one is. This is square Argentinium silver. It's pretty hard to work with, especially if it's not dead soft, because it gets work hardened real fast because it's pure silver. 925 silver has just like a small percentage of other metals like copper or something like that. That's why it tarnishes. But anyways, it has that in it. And then, let's see here. I need some base wire. This is solder. 940 round wire. 20 gauge. This is for a specific set of earrings. So I'm not sure if I want to use that yet. Argentinium 940. All the Argentinium silver comes like this. And if you make it yourself, it could be pure silver. If you use, if you melt your silver down, you can use a lead rod and scrape all of the the slag off the top, and that purifies the metal because the slag is impurities. So that's pretty cool to learn. Let's see here. I don't know if I'll have enough of that one because I could change it the earrings. I could, instead of making the earrings, I could make the necklace with this. And it won't tarnish ever because it's Argentinium. But it's hard to work with because like it work hardens so fast. Oh boy. So I'll probably use the last of my 18 gauge sterling, or I could use, oh boy. John, I have misplaced my base wire. Here in this box. I combined all the boxes. Oh, I'm going to do a simple soldering class to make these ring bands that are solid 925 sterling silver. And they're going to be a Western print. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. But it's like a Western print ring bands. If you can see that through the thing or whatever. That should be pretty like an easy tutorial to make. So I'm just going to keep this wire out for a minute, and then I have some more in my drawer. This is 30 gauge sterling silver round wire. I bought 3 OZTs, so this one doesn't, or this one might be one that I rolled, I don't know. But anyways, I have this, and it doesn't have a label, but that's because I bought 3 OZTs, or it's the one that I rolled. Just making a mental note. Make mental notes out loud sometimes, so but that's just me. So I have some 21 gauge sterling silver, but that I'm not going to use that. Alright. So to start out, I want it to be a symbol. I have this symbol in my hand. It is a cross. There's a big old M, right? Big giant M. And there's a cross inside of a triangle right here. And I'm going to make a symbol that represents my 2 M's, the cross, and then the triangle. The cross inside the triangle. So that's going to represent like I don't know yet. But I wrote it down and I'll explain it to you what it represents to me, just me personally. But I don't know about you guys, but just me. Anyways, let me check the chat. Drugs are not great. The warrior. I guess they are. They are, but you know what? I'm strong enough to say I just don't choose that path. You know what? But that's just me, man. If you like that, if you that's what floats your boat, then that's what floats your boat. You know what? Oh, these guys are. Don't pay attention to notifications. What is that? I think that might be a scam, so don't click on that. I'm going to go over to the computer and remove that comment because that's like a scammer. So don't click on any links that they put up, okay, guys? I'm serious. Jersey, would you stop barking? Yeah. Jersey! Do I have to be in YouTube studio to do this? Do you know, Dawn? It's in the stuffing box. Mommy, can you come at me? You can take this to Lizzie. No, I'm still alive. I'm trying to figure out how to remove these comments. That's loading. Excuse me, honey. There's no here. It's fake. Guys, I want to tell you, smoking is bad. Don't ever start smoking, right? If you can help it, because your body gets like addicted to the nicotine. So yeah. But I'll add that into every one of my streams because I do smoke cigarettes and I try and smoke like every hour and I'm trying to quit smoking too, but I don't know how that's going to blow over with 3 kids. Honestly. She's supposed to take that thing over there. No, Libby won't play with her unless she takes that controller piece over there so that she can play with her brother, and that's the only time that she will talk to Libby, that Libby will talk to Jaina. Tell Grandma. She's a user loser, ain't she, guys? She is a user loser. No, it's not. Well, if you guys want it, you go get it. I'm not getting it. Maybe not on purpose. You know what? Maybe not on purpose, but when she learns that that's not nice, then maybe she'll stop. I wanted it first, Mom. Okay. I'm just saying, maybe once she learns that it's not nice, then then she'll stop. But she has to learn. She's like one that has to learn from her mistakes. So I'm gonna cut 4 inches. Okay, now stop, please. Please. So I am using. Oops, that's upside down. Please. So this is 20 gauge sterling silver round wire. It's half hard, meaning that it's been annealed halfway. When you anneal metal, it softens the metal, right? Making it more malleable for jewelers. Gina, I will not ask you again to please stop, and I'm going to take that thing from you. That is not cool. If you want to say hi, just say hi. You don't have to act like that to get attention.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you, okay.
Why do you, every time when I do something, you have to think it's you?
Quit being such a grassy butt. I'm fixing to sage your butt. So I'm going to cut 4-inch pieces. No, I need 8 actually. I need 8 4-inch pieces. So here's one. And I'm just going to use this other wire here for like just a mold to go on. Only I'm going to move the top 2 things here. I'm going to move them to where they're just like right above each other.
Hi guys, how you doing today? Watching the video. If you're doing it, Mom.
Go back to the lobby.
No, I want to play Uno. Tell me to play Uno, Dad.
Jana, you guys have been doing nothing but playing freaking board games all day.
Mommy, that's the only thing I can play today.
Now, see, if I was doing this in a recording, I would have had to have edited every bit of that out. So this way, this going live just saves me a bit of time, and it also gives me time to get to know you guys a bit better. So I'm going to check the chat real quick. Hi. Wait, what's up?
What's up, motherfuckers? Don't tell Mom. Look how loud it's sleeping.
I'm cutting 8 4-inch pieces because we need up 4 for the bottom and then 4 for the top, I think. And then I'm going to use shoot, how am I going to do that? Because it needs to have it has to have like a backbone. So whenever I put 2 of the sides together, I'll open this up and then that'll be 4 wires. So I will use the outside ones here or add another wire and to be the backbone to hold everything together, I think. So when I make a design, it has to come together in my head, and I talk out loud a lot. So. Was she talking to me?
Mommy, Mama's going to talk to you.
What?
Nothing. I said nothing. Mama, just tell her. I doesn't answer when if you don't tell her, never mind.
So I have 5 of these, and I'm just gonna keep cutting until I've got 8.
What are you going to say to her? Tell me.
It's like my brain couldn't hear it or something. I don't know. And I wasn't sure if she was talking to me or not. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7. And so these have a bit of a curve to them. So I'm just... Come on, you. Focus. You've got 5G internet. Sorry, I'm fussing at my phone. So when I cut it, I'm just holding it here with my pinky, and then I just That way,
Dana,
because this
just a
will like
minute.
fly across the
I'm
room.
smoking.
I've got to go to the ladies' room. So I'm going to go to the ladies' room real quick. So we've got our wires cut and straightened. And then I have to get the half round wires cut next.
Dana. When I get done smoking, Dana. I'm smoking. No. No, I'm Dana. No.
You're almost done with the chicken.
Yes, I am. You can go with me.
You've only been in there for 3 minutes. Mesa!
In what? Why did she cook an eggs in? In 3 minutes? How can you do that in 3 minutes? You don't have to do stuff like that to get attention, youngin. Tell her, y'all.
You can't hear me, Mom. I can't hear you.
Oh, honey, there ain't nothing that you can do to prevent that. Maybe squat. Squat, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to separate these into 2 sets. And I will cut 6 pieces of 24 gauge half round sterling silver wire. Now, with the half round, what that means is if you look at a wedding band, okay, so let me do this. If you look at a wedding band, it's half round on the outside, right? And then on the inside, it's flat. And when you use half round wire, you want this curved outer part, no matter how big or small it is, to be facing out. So a way that you can do that is the outside is a bit matte compared to the inside is the mirror finish. Okay, so the mirror finish is the flat side, which goes on the inside of anything that you're making, even a weave, like if you're weaving metal together. This half round part goes on the inside like flat on, I'll show you, but anyways, inside, outside, half round outside, right? So I'm going to take my wire straighteners because this part right here gets bent up a little bit whenever I go to close the roll or whatever, like whenever I take it, and because you have to put the tip of it through this little hole right here and then bend it over to get it to stay after you're done cutting it. So you can either cut this end off and waste it or try and straighten it out and use it. And silver is pretty expensive, so I'll be making some ring bands this coming week that are going to be $20. And they are solid sterling silver, and I've only got so many inches of it, so there probably won't be so many until I get more in or whatever. And I'm going to do a beginner's soldering class out of it, because that way I've got my jewelry I've made, and then I also have a tutorial, right? So now this is pretty straight for about 8 inches. Now you see that is the back. That's the mirror finish. And then there's the mat. So I'm only going to cut like 3-inch pieces of this. And I'm going to cut 8, but I may only use 6, just so that you know. It's according to how wide this turns out when I put everything together. Okay. John, can you reach me a wash rag? There's something on my ruler. Thank you. Just a work rag. Yeah, that's much better. Now this is dead soft metal, the half round that I'm working with here. So I'm going to cut 8 3-inch pieces. And this is the way that I don't know if you can see that. So I've got it wrapped around my pinky to hold it. And then I'm cutting right here. Usually this is an awkward angle to do this, but now I have like this piece and I can use this to cut the rest of them, so it'll go a bit quicker. It still takes a minute to make hardly anything for some reason. Only those ring bands, they're probably going to take like 15 minutes to make. I have a ring band tutorial, actually. There's like a couple of them that take about that long to make. Like when I first started making rings, it would take me like an hour or 2-3 hours, and then as I kept making the same design to sell, you know, I got better, and I would it would take like only like an hour to make or whatever. So I'm just holding this roll between my knees so I can get it up here where y'all can see it. So I'm just going to drop 3 of these and hold on to one. That way I've got the measurement for it. Boy, this ragweed is killing my allergies. I don't know about you, but my allergies are killing me. I took some honey, and that it seems to be the only thing that will help. If there is locust honey this year too, and that only happens every 16 to 17 years. So if you can get a hold of some locust honey, you better get you some, because it is the best medicine in the world. It's good stuff. I have to take even regular honey, any kind of honey, really. It's just like a spoonful of it every day. It helps boost your immune system, especially if it's local. Now, I love me some local honey. Love it. Okay, so I got 4, 5, 6, and now I need 2 more, which I might not use the extra 2. Actually, I might make 2 of the wires longer. I'm going to make those last 2 4-inch pieces. Or did we make 3-inch pieces? So I'm going to make 4-inch pieces because I want to put a new little thing in this design. Wanted to try and take down paywalls, but I don't know if that's possible or not. I have a Patreon, and I have had like 2 Patreons, but I don't really advertise it that much. So if you guys want to be a Patreon and get free tutorials every month, then you can hop on over to the Patreon. And pretty soon I'll be able to get stickers. So I'm really excited about that. I can already get those on on Facebook, but it's too complicated putting all these lives together. So I'd rather just keep it a bit more simple. I really can't afford it, so I'm not sure if I should wait a little while and then like gradually quit posting tutorials on Etsy, or just keep those going too, because a lot of my other friends, they keep their Etsy tutorials going a lot, you know. So I got all my wires cut, and I need a bobbin, and I'm going to put some silver wire on it, 30 gauge brown, and that is I think that it's half hard, yeah, half hard, no, dead soft, because you can mess up more with dead soft. Like if you're weaving and you miss a stitch, you can that with the dead soft, you can unravel it, but it's also fragile. So there's the downside to that. That's why I always try to use half hard, but dead soft, I can at least unravel it once, because it's not all the way work hardened. So it's good for, like when you're first learning. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want 3. Well, I'm going to separate these real quick. And then 3. And then I have those 2 that are 4-inch pieces. Now I may take this middle out and put that center piece in there, because I kind of want to make something pretty. I could see it in my head, and it's a lot easier to show you guys. Oh boy. Will you make me a grilled cheese? Like with some ham and some cheese in it? You want one? Okay. Sissy ate egg. What about Tanner? I might eat some noodles. I haven't ate no noodles today. I guess I'll eat some. I need protein. I need some protein. That's what I need. I have to put a mark on my cigarette pack. I'm cheating and I'm smoking an extra cigarette. I'm so sorry, you guys. I smoked 2 extra ones today. Boy, I wish that other camera would work, but it's like, it overheats every 15 minutes, and I just found out that there's a fan that I gotta get that goes on the back of it, so I'm gonna try and get a fan for it. Maybe it'll quit like overheating and stuff. So I'm just taking a break. Oh, smoking is bad. Do not smoke cigarettes, because if I was you, I wouldn't do it. But I mean, just whatever, because yeah, once you start smoking, you cannot stop, and it's like a burden, really. So, and I'm trying to quit smoking myself, but I have 3 kids, and I have a really stressful life, so I don't know if that's possible. I really like tobacco. Maybe just whatever makes you happy, if you're of age. Oh, I don't know. Tobacco makes me happy, so. That's pretty bad. I'm so sorry. I think it's like true though. It's true, but I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. I remember the first cigarette I ever smoked. I just like hacked. It felt like fire was going down my throat, and I coughed my freaking head off. Tracy, my friend Tracy, my mom's friend, she was like 26, I think, at the time, and I was like, I don't know, 13 or something. And I bummed a cigarette off of her and smoked it. And I wish I'd never done it, but I went for years until I was like 18 because I got disowned whenever my mom found out I smoked cigarettes for like 3 days. But that's a long story because that's just the way she was raised, you know. But anyways, yeah. So just don't start smoking if you can help it, people. If there's any youngins out there watching this. I look at the chat. Okay. Well, I think Gina, she went out. She's over there. I might start smoking outside. That's a good idea. I usually have my window open though, over here, and all my smoke goes out it. So. If you don't like it, I'm not sure what to say. It doesn't matter really because it's part of me. You can't have light without the dark. You know it? Like heaven doesn't exist without hell. I mean, what would be the point? It might. What? It might. We never know. How do we know that stuff? I would rather be chilling out with you guys. I'm only going to smoke half of this. And then I'll smoke the other half in 30 minutes. Really don't like smoking. But it is something I have to live with till I quit. And I'm not ready to quit. If you're not ready to quit doing something, you cannot quit doing it. That has to be your choice. It's just like people telling me, don't do this, don't do that. I'm just like all defensive, but I'm not anymore really. I just don't care because I just want to be happy and I want my family to be happy. I will try to smoke outside though. My parents smoked around me, and I accepted them for who they are. I'm not a fake person, so whatever that might be, I still haven't figured out what that is yet. No, I know what that is, but that's a different whole bucket, another bucket of worms we do not want to open. Oh, I'm going to show you these. I'm not going to tell you where I got them, but I do want to show you how stunning they are. They are blue kyanite, and there's two in here that are bio-colored kyanite. And then I also got these and some of these, which I was really disappointed in because they were supposed to be rose cut and they're dome shaped. They are cabochon, just normal cabochons. So I was really disappointed in that. But I like them because they are really high quality. There's one that's perfectly clear. It's like a AAA grade moonstone, and I've never seen one that gorgeous. I'm really proud of that one. I will take a picture of it. But I'm trying to find my obsidian. I have 3 rose cut obsidians, and I want to put a moonstone, a black obsidian, and the red andesine or red labradorite, and put all those together. And I think that would be pretty. It has a pretty good spiritual significance as well. For each stone, John, oh shoot, I've got some more bobbins somewhere. Have you seen a bag of bobbins? I went through everything trying to find that one yesterday, and I had a whole pile of them. A whole freaking pile of them. I'm writing a book in this. I'm finally gonna put it in there. It's gonna be awesome. There's that gold field. Half-round wire that I lost. We might could use some gold instead of that silver. Oh my gosh, that'd be so pretty. But we've got black, red. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm gonna put that up there. And then this is the 32 gauge. This is for 32 gauge round weaving wire. It's for weaving really fine detail into metal, into designs. Goodness. Come on, seriously. Got all kinds of polishing stuff. Oh my goodness. I had like a whole bag, and then another bag. I got 2 bags, but I'm saving the other bag. So I'm not gonna open the other one. Once you open these, you have to replace them every year because they're the plastic they're made out of, I think, is recycled, and it will absorb stuff out of the air and change colors. So I learned that I have to buy new ones like once a year if I want them to remain white. It doesn't matter if you wash it or what, it still always turns out like the same freaking color. Okay, so I'm going to use 28 gauge. This is half round. I don't know if I want it to be that thick, and I don't know if I have enough. I'll probably end up using all of this, to be honest. I'm just going to use the 30 gauge, y'all. No, I guess I'll use this, okay, so I'm going to pull out 2 arm lengths, 1 and 2. And then that leaves me, I'd say maybe 2 more arm lengths of this wire. And I will have to polish it, and I got this new foot pedal polisher so that I can make different kinds of settings because it has different speeds. Like with my Dremel, it only has like a few speeds, and they're all too fast. So I got the foot pedal thing. Oh, I feel really nervous. I don't know why I feel nervous. I feel nervous. So I'm just going to start this around the center here. Oops. And then I'm going to close it because it's half round. Oh shoot. I need to hold this little guy. because that's what's anchoring it in there. So I'm just going to hold it and wrap it around. I wish I could stream with GoPro, but I haven't figured it out yet. It has a streaming button, but I don't know how to link it. You have to like literally go to college to be able to use a freaking GoPro. But I'm determined, so I'm gonna learn how to use it. Just looking at that to see if you can see the cross. I'm gonna have to take like an actual picture, like a professional photography picture, and show you. It's pretty cool, I think. So I'm almost done. I'm just twisting this onto the thing. So this is what we're going to be weaving with. So it's a very small gauge of half round wire. And then our pattern wire is also half round wire, but it's 4 sizes bigger than this gauge. So it's 24 gauge. And this one's 28 gauge. So the higher you go, the smaller the size of the wire. And I have to go to the ladies' room one more time, but I figured I'd show y'all. I have this weird obsession with turmeric too, and it like stains your skin. And go through every drawer in here to find that boomstick or that clippy thing. There, because I have a clip that goes on a boomstick, and then I can put it over top of what I'm doing, and you can see what I'm doing a little better. And so I'm gonna go right here and take a break for a second. I was physically and mentally addicted to prescription pain medication. So I had a surgery. You see this scar? And there's a scar there and a scar there. My leg is all fucked up because they cut it up so much. But I was on prescription pain medicine from the time I was 13 up, you know. And it did lead to a life of addiction, you know. My dad was an alcoholic, but I don't drink. I don't do anything anymore except for smoke legal marijuana. Like you can buy it online. It comes with a certificate in it that it's legal, you know. But I think that they should make it to where like each state can grow their own pot and distribute it and sell it within their own state, you know, or whatever, you know. But that should be one of the rules, because like Kentucky mountains, they could probably grow some really good tree. It's just an opinion, though. It's just my opinion. That's just what I think as a person. But it would be really good, and it would also bring income into each state, you know. I know there's this one place that grows purple colored. It's purple kush. I've seen a short on it, and it's legal in their country. And like I would be into buying some of that one day if it ever goes completely legal or whatever, you know, in all states of America, which it should be. It should be, you know. It also has spiritual aspects, you know, for it, or, you know, I don't know how to say that. I wrote it in my book and it sounds a lot better. So I'll probably do like a 10-minute thing on that tomorrow. Oh, and there's this other thing on our ancestors. I'm not pregnant, no. Oh, don't do that. If you don't do your taxes, you'll be in some trouble, I think. I'm from Kentucky. I was born in South Carolina, raised in Tennessee mostly. I think I lived there the most. In Kentucky, I went to Indiana. I went to 37 different schools in my life, and I was actually registered in these 37 or 47 different schools. But that's just because my parents moved around a lot. All right, so we've got our wire on here. John, do you know where my Sharpie is? Did Tristan steal it? Or borrow it and not bring it back on accident? I just bought it. It marks my measurements on it marks my measurements like on my thing. I can just use my calipers if I can find those. I don't really like scratching the middle though anymore because like if whenever you bend it into place, you can see it. Have you seen my Sharpie, John? Goodness. Oh, here's a dop stick. I was trying to tell you guys about this earlier. See how it's got the green wax here? And then there's the dop stick. And then there's like a piece of labradorite on it. Here, let me see if I can get it to... Ain't that pretty? I thought that was so pretty. It's almost done. Now to heat, I have to lay it on my dopping station to get it off here so that it heats this wax up. Oh, some people also use like an open flame to heat the stone so that you can get the stone off the dopping wax without breaking the stone. But you have to use a certain temperature for it. Well, the dopping station has the temperature set perfectly, but like if you use an open flame, you have to be careful because you can bust your stone if you go back and forth between heat and cold too fast. So I'm going to take 4 of these. I'm going to need some more of this in a little bit, but this will do for now. So I'm just going to freestyle it and eyeball it. So I'm going to come about an inch up from the top here. I wish it was daytime. I didn't have much time today, so I have to do it at night. Okay, so I'm going to take this. go about an inch up and wrap it around. 1, 2, goodness. Okay, and then I'll add this next wire on. So, 1. So I'm just going to go across this one time. And then I'll go across each one. 1, okay. So I don't have to, okay, I'm changing my mind. Changing my mind! Erk! Like, my brakes on really hard and slide about 10 feet. Jeez. Okay, so I'm going to take the middle wire here, the half round wires that we cut, and then I'll put a 2-inch piece on each side. So that's pretty thin. And then I've got these 4. Freaking turmeric. Ugh. So I'm just going to lay these top of here. And then I've got my weaving wire. So I just pinched it in there. And then I'll come around all the wires. And wrap 1 and 2. So I just kind of wrap it around there twice. And then I'll take the tail end of it and bring it on around here. What time is it, John? Is it time to go to bed yet? What? How much time do I have? Okay, so we have about 15 minutes. I don't know if this is going to be wide enough. It's squished up. It's squished. Full. So if yours bundles up when you do that first wrap, and take your nylon jaw pliers and squeeze, and it'll line everything up. See how it's lined up? Oh boy.
I have a lot of blue cards.
Okay.
Look how many blue cards I have.
So I'm gonna lift both outside. Let me see. I need this thing.
You get the black card.
Oh boy, this has got it's got like some residue.
I put the blue card in. You get the plastic card.
So where's my foot pedal?
In the corner somewhere.
Dad, guess what I'm going to do to you again? Do it. Plastic card.
There's something back there. What is that noise?
The zipper.
Shh. Hope it's not a snake.
What?
I see something hissing.
I don't have any more colors.
I just want my thingy. Please don't eat me.
Do you have a 7?
Okay, so here's the pedal. I gotta clean it off.
I think one card.
I just got it and it is covered in dust. Well, not just got it, but I got it. Oh, it's a plugged in. Yes. Yes.
It's your turn.
Okay, so I have a polishing wheel on here, and I have some corrosion on my thingy.
7.
Don't you just act like you can't, you know a word that you can't find it, and then you think of it like an hour later. Like, oh, that's what I was trying to say. Too fast. So I'm just gonna run this up the top of it. I need to make sure to focus on the tip of this because it can scratch the metal like instead of it needs to be smooth. It just needs to be smooth. Is it can scratch the metal in the wrong way if it's not smooth. So that's really all I'm worried about is that tip of it. I have used it for a soldering pick because I could not find my soldering pick anywhere. And this is my spare one of these because when I bought these I have 2.
I don't have any.
And I really need it to lift these wires. So I'm just going to take it and hold it like that.
Just get a blue one.
Goodness.
Halfway cut.
Wait, make sure that these are all flat. So this is going to be a necklace that I'll be wearing. This is going to be my necklace. And then I'm also going to make some little replicas and give my kids some that are in different shapes. So I'm just lifting these wires.
It's your turn. It was my turn. Oh,
And then I'll wrap
that
one,
was that. I thought that was
push it down on both sides. One, and then 2.
What?
And just make sure that it's real
It's
tight.
green.
And you can push it down if you need to. Oh dang, I forgot. I lift both outside wires. So I'll unwrap that real quick. And then I want to lift this one. Lift it. Bring it around. 1, 2. Okay, so if you guys are having some blurry screens, you can set your resolution, go into your settings, and set your resolution up to 1080p because my camera does record in 1080p. So that might be why I'm seeing a little bit blurriness. Because I have mine set. Is mine set really low? Okay, so I got both of these up. And then I need my new tweezer noses. These are Zerons, and I really love them. They'll last me about 2 to 3 years, I think. My last ones have lasted 4 years, almost 5, I think. I don't know, I have to look. But I'm pretty sure it's close to 4 or 5 years. These are really dusty. I'm going to see here. We'll do a, okay, so if you ever need to clean your tools, take your tools and put them in some Dawn dishwashing liquid in some lukewarm water, and then wash them and then spray this part with WD-40, just like a little bit, and then work that WD-40 down in there, or you can use red and tacky grease. You can use that too. These are made with no teeth, like they're not like normal pliers. They're very, very, these are really broken pliers right here. See how smooth it is? So if you are interested in making jewelry, you have to make sure that it says jewelry pliers. These aren't, I don't think these ones, the Zerons are like electrical wire ones or something, but they don't have teeth. So they also have a pair that has teeth, and I think that was the first ones that I bought, and I was so mad because I'm like, what the heck is this doing? It's putting dents in my jewelry. How am I supposed to use this? I cannot work under these conditions with this stuff, right? So I did send them back, and I bought this pair, and they don't have any teeth. So that way all your surfaces on your silver and gold stay really soft. But if you're working with gold, be very careful because it is very soft material. Like you can bite it at 24 karat gold and your tooth indentation will be in that gold. What did you need, John? Hang on. Hang on. Ooh.